All right, so on Unpacking this morning, I earlier mentioned that we are going to be speaking to Inkboy. Now, Inkboy inking his way through life musically. I'll ask him about that later on. But yes, you just watched or listened, if you're tuned in via Plus 899 FM, to Inkboy and Sarkodie. Now, this is 1 million series. And so, yes, let's get to that. Inkboy is a Nigerian musician in Ghana, and we are going to be speaking to him this morning. You're welcome, Inkboy.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. Now, your first time in Ghana is going great. So far, so good?
Yeah, it's going great. It's going good. I'm enjoying it. Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Now, before we get into it, I would love for you to share with us, who is Inkboy?
Okay. Inkboy is a singer, songwriter, a true musician, and what else do I have to say about Inkboy? A good person too.
A good person. A good person too.
Yeah.
Singer-songwriter. So is it because of your songwriting? Is that where you got your name Inkboy from?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I'm right.
You're right.
I was right. Yay. Okay. Yeah. So with songwriting, that's how you started.
Yeah,
right?
I started off with songwriting, and then from songwriting to being an actual artist. So yeah.
We'll talk about how that transition happened shortly, but let's talk about songwriting. How many people have you written for so far? Which people have you written for? How did you discover that you can thrive as a songwriter?
Okay, I can't exactly put into words the number of people I've written for, because I've written for a lot of people. Okay, that's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've written for a lot of people. I've written for Falz.
Okay.
I've written for Ola Kira. I've written for, a lot of people. I can't remember everyone, but yeah. I've worked with Falz, I've worked with Ola Kira, I've worked with Lekong. He used to be a Big Brother housemate. Yeah, I worked with Lekong and a couple of other people. Mastercraft, Tales, a lot of people.
Okay, all right. Now, when you discover that songwriting is a thing for you, that you can make a living off of that, or you can just thrive off of being a songwriter?
Yeah. When did I?
Professionally.
Professionally, I've been doing songwriting for plus music, I think, for about 10 years now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So when did that transition come in then? Because when you were songwriting, were you also doing music at the same time, or you were just doing the writing strictly?
Yeah. No, I was songwriting and also making my own records, but at the time I wasn't putting them out.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was just focused on doing for artists and then having mine.
Okay.
In the background, but right now I'm just trying to see how I can push like as an artist, not just a songwriter. But I mean, I'm open to also write for artists. Yeah, so yeah.
Okay, now how did that transition
from
from
being a songwriter to now an actual artist? That happened. I think that happened like 4 years ago. That happened 4 years ago, because at first I started off, it was tough. At the same time, I was really a shy person. So I was looking at coming out to perform as an artist to the audience and stuff. So I was pretty much very shy about it. So at the time, I was just really focused on working on myself and then writing also. So, and 4 years ago, I just realized that, I think we've learned to a level, and it's about time for me to start putting out music as an artist, and so that's why we're here now.
Now, you mentioned performances, and so at this point, what are you deciding to do, or what have you decided to do, to just be a recording artist as well as a songwriter, or are you going to be performing as well?
This time around, it's everything full.
Yeah, all in.
All in.
All in.
All in.
Okay.
And then followed by DTK, which is Dress to Kill. And they're all about 2 months old. They're still new records and stuff. Yeah, so I'm still, the idea for Let Me Know. Let Me Know is really talking about, it's a love song, by the way. Yeah, everybody loves love.
Yeah, so, I guess.
Yeah, so it's a love song. But the message behind Let Me Know is about, I think everyone has experienced heartbreak. Everyone has experienced that whole love issues and stuff. So Let Me Know is really talking about, it's a reassurance song You get me? It's talking about a reassurance, asking your partner if they genuinely want you, if they genuinely love you, and if they're not faking it. So Let Me Know is a reassurance song.
And Dress to Kill is a fashion.
Yeah,
fashion
exactly.
swaggy.
You get me? Yeah. Just dress nice, look good, and then, yeah, you're dressed to kill. So that's it.
Okay, now still on your music, right?
Yeah.
How do you get inspiration to make music? Being a songwriter, how does it work for you? You know, putting it together and also having to identify that, okay, I'm writing a song, but this is not for me to do, because you can still write the song, and then having written songs for people over time, you say, okay, let me just give this to this person to, put voice.
Yeah. So come again, please.
As a songwriter, how do you draw the line between songs that you should do
for myself and then for artists too?
Exactly. When you write a song, to say that, oh, okay, this song, all right, is good, but let me just, give it to somebody else and just, be in the background as the songwriter.
Okay.
How do you draw that line?
Okay. Every song I write is not really just about myself, because I also tell people's story, and then I get inspiration from almost everything. I get inspiration from people's relationships. I get inspiration from people's situations and life issues and stuff. So in general, and then, I mean, I wouldn't have faced everything in life. So some of the things I say in my records and how I get songs for artists is by telling a story. So sometimes the artists just give me a mood board, like a guideline to what they want me to sing about. Then I come up with the lyrics. And then other times I just come up with an idea, and then, it makes sense to them, and then we get to work.
All right. Now, share with us how Nigeria's music space is like, right? Because we just see that day on day, we are introduced to a new artist from Nigeria. How is the scope like, and how are you working your way through that space?
Okay. Sincerely, in Nigeria, there's a lot of musicians out there. There's a lot of people making music, a lot of artists. But then, regardless of that, I'm not so pressed on that. I'm just doing my thing, working in music, making good music, and seeing how the audience get to react to my sound, and know that there's a certain number of people that genuinely want my music and support my music. So I'm just growing that brand and growing that crowd bit by bit. So I mean, the market is open for everyone over there. The market is good, is big, so everyone can fly.
Yeah.
So I'm also learning to fly.
Learning is very important. But mentioning big markets and audiences, right?
Yeah.
How has it been so far for you? People accepting and taking in your music so far in Nigeria.
So far in Nigeria, the acceptance has been amazing. It's been amazing, way better than I expected. Yeah, so it's been going good. They've been showing love too, and here to Ghanaians, I love you guys so much. You guys have really been amazing.
So good. I like that. Now that you mentioned Ghanaians, it will bring me to how we got introduced to you, right? Yeah. Sarkodie's Jams album, the 4th song on the album is the 1 million Cedis, which features you on, right? Yeah. Now, Sarkodie, in a conversation with us several months back, mentioned how the collaboration happened, right? Yeah. And so if you haven't gotten the chance to listen to this conversation, this is coming from Sarkodie himself. But before then, right, I'd just like you to touch on it a bit. I mean, there's a whole back and forth. We'll get into all of that. Your rapaholic, the rapaholic that you couldn't come to perform at, and then also he not including you in the 1 million Cedis video. We'll get into all of that, because trust me when I say that people in Ghana question why that should have been the case, because even if it was a case of not being able to be in the same location with you, we've seen him do it with Kim Promise, right? He's done that where they shot in different locations, and then still the video came out really, really, really nice. And so there were questions that were raised and all of that, which I would love us to get into. But before then, I don't know if you have seen the interview, but Sarkodie spoke really fondly of you. He he expressed how he actually got you on the album, right? Being somebody new in a space where there were other people as well. I would just love us to go watch that and then, you know, have the conversation, right? Is that good?
Yeah,
okay, so let's go watch it.
All right.
I like organic stuff. So if you listen to, there's a song on there called 1 Million Cedis featuring Inkboy. Nobody has an idea who the boy is. I was in Nigeria. I had a bunch of superstars in the building. My apartment. Fino was there, Joe Boy, Mastercraft, Rexy, everybody. And then we created a beat, and I heard some kid in the corner making melodies. I was like, "Who's that? Yo, bro, let me hear. Where is that sing?" I'm like, that's the hook. And then the guys were like, but you know you can get, because my friends, if you reach out to this, I'm like, no. It's the music. I don't care about who sang it. You know, I actually have one artist that we have like 2 songs, and to date I'm not still comfortable. I feel like we could have done better. So I'm not really about, you have to drop it. You know, it has to be the record. So I'm moved organically by the music first. And if it happens to be Michael Jackson, then yes, that's good. But then the first thing is who is going to do it. I swear, if I'm here and Miss G comes up with a good chorus,
it will be the next song.
That will be it.
Miss G, that's your cue.
That is your cue. Like, I'm not gonna go like,
already dressed for the game, bro.
How is it gonna sound? Because people don't know Miss G. I don't care about that. The song sounds good and it's gonna make it. Yeah.
And then who knows? I mean, that person might be the next big thing. You know.
Exactly.
Let's get the track list now, A-list back on the screens now, and then let's just
care about positive and negative. I like organic stuff. So if you listen to, there's a song on there called 1 Million Cedis featuring Inkboy. Nobody has an idea who the boy is. I was in Nigeria. I had a bunch of superstars in the building. My apartment. Fino was there, Joe Boy, Mastercraft, Rexy, everybody. And then we created a beat, and I heard some kid in the corner making melodies. I was like, "Who's that? Yo, bro, let me hear. Where is that sing?" I'm like, that's the hook. And then the guys were like, but you know you can get, because my friends, if you reach out to this, I'm like, no. It's the music. I don't care about who sang it. You know, I actually have one artist that we have like 2 songs, and to date I'm not still comfortable. I feel like we could have done better. So I'm not really about, you have to drop it. You know, it has to be the record. So I'm organically
now. Let's get into it. I saw how you were nodding, you know, to everything that Sarkodie has said. But how did you even get into that apartment in the first place? Let's take it from the top, right? Because he did mention that he was there, Mastercraft was there, Joe Boy was there, right? Yeah. How is your relationship with all of those people like? How did you find yourself there in the first place?
Okay, like I said before now, I write for different artists. So in Nigeria, like a lot of them know me. So sometimes when there's like studio sessions and camp, they just call me over. Okay. So it was, the same thing that happened in that very day. Some artists called me over and said I should pull up to an apartment, and then I did. And then that was where I met them, Sarkodie, Fino, Joe Boy, and a lot of artists. Yeah, so that was how it happened.
The blessing of this collaboration happening is, you know, you having to be known by the Ghanaian market, because like he said, prior to this, Ghanaians didn't even know you. And I'm sure by extension, after the release of the song and the album, it also gave you some followers, numbers on socials and all of that. So let's look into that as well. Sarkodie being the type of artist he is, having you on the album, deeply, truly, how was the feeling?
It felt great. To sincerely, I was excited about it. Super excited, to be honest. I was happy when it all happened, and I was also thankful to God for it, because God made it happen. You get me? So that's it. If I get you right, yeah.
So you wrote your bit?
No, I sang on the beat. Okay, when I was at the apartment, they were already playing the beats. Okay. When I stepped in. And then I heard the beat. I was just by the side doing my thing. I heard the beat. And usually as a writer, there's always vibe. You get me? So I was really just vibing by the side. And then he called me and he's like, yo, I can hear what you're singing. Can you be audible, please? I was like, okay, let's try it. And then I did it. It was just one take. And I was like, no, man, you have to record this before you forget it. I'm like, no, okay, pass me the mic. and then we did our thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you didn't even actually write it down or anything?
No,
it was,
at the spot. It was at the spot. Yeah, we created everything. I mean, like, I wouldn't really say vibe. I mean, writer, so everything that comes is written. You understand? Is written. I just merge or infuse the different ideas I've had before, plus the fresh idea, and then yeah, that's it.
Okay. Now, how was the reception of the song when it was released in Nigeria, especially? Because in Ghana, people love the song.
Yeah.
Right. So how was it like in Nigeria?
It was also great. It was amazing, to be honest. When the record came out, Nigerians also responded well. Nigerians responded well because before he dropped the record, I mean, a lot of people had already listened to the record when we made the record.
There, right?
Yeah, at the apartment. So a lot of artists and a couple of other people that saw it online were really anticipating for the record. And then so when it came out, they went on, played it, and liked it. So yeah, the response was really amazing.
The response was amazing. Great. Now, with this collaboration that was a blessing to you and your career, it's going to be inked forever, right? Not pun intended though,
No,
but it's going to be inked forever. Now, at which point did you start to poke holes, in this blessing? Because I said it that for you to actually come out, to call him out, for some of the things that had been happening probably over a couple of months or weeks, then it must have taken you some guts, right? To get to the point where, okay, this person has introduced me to a different demographic of people. I'm on his song, being that I'm not at the level that he is at, he still put me on a song, right?
Sure.
But to come out, to call him out, what were the things that led to that happening? Because you would also sit back to be grateful, appreciate what he has done for you, how far he has brought your career and your craft. To be able to do that, it must have taken something. So at which point did you notice that, no, if I don't speak up, a lot of water will go under the bridge?
Okay, firstly, what I have to say is I want to thank him again. I'm sincerely grateful to Sarkodie. He's been an amazing person. And then having me on that record really changed a lot. So I'm thankful. But another thing here is this: you don't start cooking and eat it half done. You feel me?
Right.
So you have to make sure if for any reason you want to cook, make sure you finish it so you can be able to eat it. You feel me? So with the whole drama and everything, I really usually I wouldn't want to talk about it. You feel me?
Right.
But then what I have to say about it is that everything that happened, even concerning the tweets, the everything, it came from a place of emotion. It came from a place of...
Which is understandable.
Yeah, it came from a place of anger and the Lord, you feel me? So knowing fully well that, he put me on the record is a big thing, and I appreciate that. But also, not having me on the video, and that's really not even the major problem,
right?
Because I mean, it's only human for me to want to be on the video.
For the video, I don't know whoever said it was right for him not to have you on the video, because everybody that I had speak on this said he had to have you on the video. It was only right, especially because of how fondly he spoke about you. You know how the collaboration happened. It was only right if you two were in this video, which by the way is an official video, right? But we were told to an extent that it's also a visualizer. So we are hoping, fingers crossed, that maybe he will have you in the video. Maybe now that you're in Ghana, we can, that can happen. But I want us to take a look at the tweets, right? So I'm going to read that out to people who probably missed out on that, okay? Let's take a look at the tweets that Inkboy put out, the tweets that brought up, the whole back and forth in relation to Sarkodie's 1 million Cedis video. So if you don't have a background to this, right, the video was released, Inkboy was not in it as people expected, and so Inkboy took to his socials and he wrote, "Sincerely, I know this might come off weird and people will tag me ungrateful, but I put blood and sweat into every song. I deserve to be shown genuine love, but it's sad. King Sarkodie, I literally beg for every small chance to show myself, but it did decline." Okay, so that's it. That is the tweet, okay? Now, aside this tweet, we had, a few other tweets as well. But literally saying that you're begging for opportunity. At which instances did you have to communicate with Sarkodie in relation to Rapaholic, and then again in relation to this song 1 Million Cedis?
Okay. I wouldn't. You know how these things work. He's also like a very, very busy person, right? So sometimes I get to like reach out to the management. So as regards to the Rapaholic thing, I don't want to talk about Rapaholic.
Okay, that's
I don't
fine.
want to talk about Rapaholic.
That's okay.
That's his thing, you get me? But like I tried my best to like show up for the stuff. I didn't get the kind of response I wanted. And then maybe because of timing or because of whatever, I can't really tell. You feel me? But I mean, Rapaholic is his thing, is his concert, it's personal to him. So I'm okay with that, whatever happened.
Okay, then let's talk about 1 Million Cedis then. Because
So,
you are on there, right?
Yeah.
How did the conversation go? Was there a point where there was an option for you to shoot your bit in Nigeria so that they merge it? Did that ever happen?
No option about like me being on the video. The thing here is this, we were in conversation even before like the video, couple months before the video. So all I was getting from him was, yo, I'm going to fly you to Ghana, and then we're going to shoot the video. And then I'm only human, so it's okay for me to be excited that, something good is coming.
Yeah.
So I was super excited about it. I was also preparing and stuff. So he comes back again and be like, yo, I'm busy and stuff, but don't worry. It will happen and stuff. So, I mean, when it happened, I didn't know about it. So I go pissed about it.
Right, so that happened on your blind side.
Yeah,
but I mean, after that, after you took to socials, the tweets blew up. First of all, did you think it was going to blow up that way?
No, you know what I did? After the tweet, I just switched off my phone.
Oh, the jitters.
Yeah, you guys can do whatever it is you want to do. It's fine.
I get that. But has Sarkodie reached out ever since the tweets went up, ever since the conversations came up? Has he reached out on you guys, the possibility of shooting another video to make things right?
No, we've not had that conversation, and he's yet to reach out. But I mean, I just touched down Ghana a couple of days ago, and I reached out to him because I mean, it's right for me to reach out to him.
Yeah.
He made all this happen. You feel me? So I reached out to him. So yeah, hopefully, I guess we'll link up.
Okay, but
nothing concerning the video yet.
Okay, but since then, have you spoken to him at all? Aside you coming to Ghana, reaching out to him, has there been any prior communication?
I reached out to his team, so we've been talking.
Okay, so you're reaching out to his team and then to him as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Are they responding?
Yeah, they're responding, but we're not fully sorted.
Okay, you're not fully sorted. Hopefully, you get to meet Sarkodie in Ghana.
Yeah,
I don't know why, I'm just really hopeful that probably now that you are in Ghana, should there be a change of mind from Sarkodie and his team, probably, fingers crossed, there can be, a second video to that. It's possible. I mean, we've seen people shoot other videos and all of that.
Yeah,
that's really, really possible. Now, let's look at that, right? Down the line, after those tweets have gone up, right? Has it opened any doors for you? Because you can understand that there's also that faction that will think that, oh, this boy is sort of ungrateful. Because then after everything that Sarkodie did for him, Sarkodie not having him in a music video is not that much of a big deal. And I'm quoting that because then it is, right? And then there's also that other faction that will say that it's actually good that you called him out and all of that. So with that, how has that helped you in any way?
Okay, really, it helped me, to be honest. The tweets, also, it helped, but at the same time, you can't, not everyone is really going to understand where I'm coming from. You feel me? Some people, when I tweeted, some people really understood what I was saying, and then they helped in tweeting and saying a lot of stuff about it. And then some other people too, the negative ones, they were just bashing me and saying all sort of stuff. But I didn't really pick offense or see it as anything because I only came out to, there's no target concerning the tweets.
Right.
Yeah, I only came out to like vent and talk about how I feel. So he would see it. You understand? So I'm sure he saw it, and I'm good. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, okay with that.
Yeah.
Are you also okay with there being paperwork or not? That is just to ask. Did you do any paperwork in relation to 1 Million Cedis? I'm also asking this because of how the collaboration happened.
Yeah.
Just seeing someone for the first time and then the song happening, right?
Yeah.
Did you put pen to paper after that, being Inkboy? Did you see what I did there? Did you put pen to paper after the song was done?
Okay, really. When it happened, I think that was the first time they didn't allow the ink to to activate.
To touch the paper. Okay.
But I mean, like, there's no paper. What's the word? There's no paper agreement or whatsoever.
Even till date.
But it's in the works. Because I reached out to his team, and then so we've been talking about that. So hopefully I get a split sheet soon.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now that's a surprise. Doesn't that bother you in any way that with how this song is going, there's no paperwork till date?
I mean,
doesn't that bother you? There's no paperwork.
Yeah.
Second, you're not in the video. It's just your voice on the song.
Yeah.
That should raise some really big questions.
Yeah.
And also put you in a... I don't know, but to me, a light bulb has just gone off in my head, right? Because why should this be the case? I understand that, okay, the collaboration happened spot on. But after that, after everything, after the release of the album, the release of the song, with how the song is going, why hasn't it happened? Why should it even take this many
long.
months? Yeah.
Sincerely, personally, from my end, maybe this question is not supposed to be for me, but what I have to say is, I don't really know why. I don't know why it took this long, and I don't know why it's taken this long. But then again, since I'm here, I believe there's... Because we've been talking with his team, like I said. So I believe they're working on it, and I believe in a couple of days or so we should...
It will be done.
Yeah, it will be done.
I hope so.
Yeah,
Fingers
hopefully.
crossed.
Yeah.
Because we know one here story.
And all of them they watch now.
we don't watch. We know one year touching story. Say this, that, and you're going to get less than you actually deserve to be getting, right?
Yeah,
but let's move on from 1 million CDs, which probably will be putting some CDs or Naira in your pocket very, very soon when the paperwork is done. But let's move on from there. Your time in Ghana so far, I mean, what informed your decision to even come to Ghana to probably activate, your brand or your music? But what truly informed that decision?
Okay, ever since the record 1 million CD dropped, I've gained a lot of audience here in Ghana. And I've also been receiving calls and stuff here here in Ghana.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's been out for a while, so I feel it's only right for me to be here so I can activate and as well connect to my new fans. You get me? Because it's good to connect with them, and then so they can also get to know me in person. Since there's no video for the record, you feel me? So so they get to know me in person. We get to interact, and then also promote my new record, DTK, Just to Kill,
and then the Let Me Know as well by extension, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, for the short while you've been in Ghana, have you been able to connect with any other Ghanaian artists?
Ghanaian artists, yeah.
Who's that? Who are those?
Okay, there's someone called Digital.
Digital.
I guess you guys know him, and then also we're meant to make a record today with Medikal.
Oh, okay. So Digital and Medikal.
I'm here in Ghana, so I'm really open to work with everyone. So if it's necessary for me to reach out, I'd reach out. If it's someone reaching out to me, let's work.
How long are you looking to being in Ghana?
Max 1 week.
Maximum 1 week. And then that 1 week, I'm hoping that, a lot of collaborations will come up from there. I mean, you've had Sarkodie. You're going to have Medikal really soon. That's a way of penetrating the Ghanaian market. So, fingers crossed for you. I mean, penetrating into Ghana, you're doing that in Nigeria already. And then hopefully, fingers crossed to other parts of the African continent and even beyond the African continent,
Until we dominate the world.
Right? Who doesn't want that? Everybody wants that. So that would also take us into other works that you're doing at the moment.
Yeah.
What other things you're working on, especially with music, right? Is music the only thing you do, by the way?
Yeah, this is my only job.
Full time?
Full time.
Okay. So what else are you working on? Any other singles, any more singles, EPs? Should you be expecting an album? Should you be expecting a tour really soon? Are you going to be activating in, really...
Other places. Yeah. I mean, the activation has started already because I'm not going to be touring just Ghana.
Okay.
You feel me? I still go back to my country and tour some other states, and then as well maybe do some African countries too, because I'm basically just trying to see how I can promote my music and also promote my brand. So yeah.
Okay.
What other question haven't I answered?
You've answered everything, haven't you?
Okay, I think
but
so.
Hold on. Before I, let you off my hook, I just want you to, one word to predict how your 2023 is going to be like.
One word.
Yeah.
One word.
In December 2023, if you have to forecast.
Yeah.
What's that one word?
In one word. It's going to be amazing.
Amazing. Now, we do hope that you have a truly amazing year.
Exactly, thank
And then
you.
again, welcome to Ghana
thank
and
you.
welcome into the penetration.
Thank
if I
you.
should put it that
Yeah,
way.
that's all
This
right.
has been Inkboy, people, and this has been Unpacking. We're excited for, everything that he has planned for himself. Fingers crossed for that song with Medikal as well. And fingers crossed for the paperwork with Sarkodie's team, because we would love to see pen put to paper, literally.
Yeah.
My name is Lenny Lamote. I've had Inkboy on Unpacking this morning. Serial is up next on Sports Direct. Enjoy the rest of our programming, and we'll catch you in the big conversation.
Yeah.